All right, let's get right into it. We need to talk about one of the biggest, most universal anxieties of our time. Is a machine, is AI, gonna take my job? Today, we're gonna dive into a really powerful idea that completely flips that entire question on its head. Come on, be honest. This is the question a lot of us are quietly asking ourselves, right? You see the latest AI model do something absolutely incredible, and that little voice in your head whispers, okay, so what's my place in a world where that exists? And you know what? It's a totally valid fear, and today, we are going to face it head on.
So here's the thing. We are living smack in the middle of this age of AI anxiety. Why? Because the very definition of smart work is being turned upside down. The kind of tasks that used to require years of human training, of expertise, they're now being done by algorithms, and it's all happening at a crazy speed.
I mean, just look at this stuff. It's kind of mind-blowing when you really think about it. AI can now write complex articles, it can generate code that actually works, it can perform deep logical analysis, and it can even design creative assets. The kind of professional knowledge-based work that so many of us do, well, it's becoming cheap, it's becoming abundant. And that right there is the real root of the anxiety. It's that feeling that our skills are becoming a commodity.
But hold on, what if this anxiety is built on a totally flawed premise? What if we're all competing in the wrong race to begin with? This brings us to this brilliant, kind of counterintuitive idea from a theorist named Albert Tan. And trust me, it could completely reframe how you see our future with AI.
Let that just sink in for a moment. When the artificial is perfect, the flawed becomes premium. This one sentence right here is the absolute core of this entire idea. It suggests that as AI gets better and better and better at being perfect, our value doesn't just disappear. No way. It simply shifts.
So, instead of being this big, scary threat, AI's relentless march towards logical, predictable perfection actually creates a brand new market. It's a market for everything it can't do. It's a market for the messy, the unpredictable, for all the beautifully imperfect things that, well, make us human.
Okay, so this flawed premium sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like in practice? What are these traits that AI simply can't copy? This is where we get to define our new competitive edge, something Tan calls high-resolution humanity.
This chart just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you have AI's strengths, logic, insane speed, data crunching. That stuff is becoming a commodity. It's getting cheaper by the day. But on the other side, that's the human premium, empathy, that wild, erratic creativity, the simple, undeniable power of physical presence, and the guts to take a risk. These are things you just can't digitize. So let's put a formal name to it. High-resolution humanity is the collection of all our skills that AI just can't touch. It's that gut feeling, that intuition. It's the ability to build real rapport with someone. It's the feeling of a handmade object in your hands. As AI handles all the processing, these uniquely human skills, they become the new gold standard of value. Now, this isn't just some feel-good philosophy, okay? It's a legit, practical strategy for your career, for your life. So let's break down how this actually builds into a real-world game plan. And the strategy is actually refreshingly simple. Step 1, just stop. Stop trying to be a faster, cheaper version of a computer. You will lose that race every single time. Step 2, double down on your most human skills, your ability to connect, to create, to inspire. And step 3, and this is the big one, start thinking about your value in a new way. You're no longer selling your ability to process information. You are selling your unique human insight. You're selling your soul.
And this is where we should focus. Just think about a high-stakes negotiation that requires you to read the room, or making a gut decision when all the data is incomplete. Building real, genuine trust with someone. Creating things with a physical, tactile beauty. These are the arenas where humanity will always have the upper hand. You know, in your next meeting, try focusing a little less on just the data points and more on the emotional cues in the room. That right there, that's a uniquely human skill.
You know, when you put it all together, this whole framework offers a surprisingly optimistic vision for the future. It really does. It takes away that deep, nagging anxiety about becoming obsolete and replaces it with a new sense of purpose. It tells us that our greatest professional asset isn't our efficiency, it's our humanity. The ultimate takeaway here is, well, it's pretty profound. The challenge that AI presents to us isn't a call to arms to become more like machines. It's an invitation. You could even call it an opportunity to double down on the very essence of who we are. It's about rediscovering and revaluing our own humanity. It really is that simple and that powerful. In a world that is just awash with artificial intelligence, your authentic,
messy, wonderful humanity is the absolute rarest and most valuable thing you have to offer.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to really think about. As artificial intelligence gets closer and closer to being perfect, what is your most valuable, your most irreplaceable, your most beautifully human flaw? The answer to that? Well, that might just be the key to your entire future.